What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another Skyforge video. Today I'm gonna start a new character and I'm gonna go through all of the beginning parts all over again. I am gonna show every step and everything that I do to show you how you need to do it and what you need to do and what you need to focus on. The reason why I'm doing this is because I still see a lot of people still get confused right in the beginning somewhere and they have no idea what to do, and I understand that because game doesn't have a pretty good tutorial to kind of explain it to you. It still for some reason gets confused. So I'm gonna help you with that as best as I can. Alright guys, let's get started. Of course, in the prologue, it's everything straightforward. You're gonna talk to the sergeant first, and it's basically one-way street. When we're done with the prologue, I'll meet you guys in the research center. So this boss is pretty simple. Just avoid this big charge attack. It's not really something crazy, and just keep attacking the boss non-stop. Every bar on the boss you drop, it drops healing orbs. If you need it, pick it up, but honestly you don't really need to pick it up any healing orbs during this fight. So after you kill the boss, next part is also straightforward. You just have one way to go and you reach this area right here, and it's gonna be a boss fight as well. All right, so when you get to the research center, first thing you're gonna talk to Herida. Just go through the whole conversation. It's gonna be up to you if you wanted to listen to her what she's gonna say and or read it what she's gonna say, or you can just pretty much skip everything while she talks, just push in space, and that way you don't have to listen what she's going to say. I would recommend to listen because it is part of the storyline. So if you want to know a little bit more about the lore of the game, definitely recommend to listen to it. One thing I want to mention, every time your story mode is going to be that orange mark book like this. You can see says in front of me research center and orange book. You can also see that on the top right corner of your screen. But when the quest tab or window will be available for you, you can actually check it out what kind of quest or tutorial quest you have. So now we're gonna go to the research center and then we're gonna talk to Flavius. So he told us to go to the training hall, and that's what we're going to do. All right, so when you are in the training hall, of course, you're gonna see a bunch of classes that actually exist in the game. The only thing is you're only gonna be able to have 3 first classes. Again, talk to Flavius first. So you can see we have only 3 classes available for us in the beginning. We have Lightbinder, which is the support class. We have Cryomancer DPS class, and then we have Paladin is our defense or tank class. All right, so we have only 3 classes to choose from. All right, so you might gonna ask, which class would I recommend to start with? Well, you have probably 2 options. Well, you have 3 options in general, but my personal preference would be Paladin or maybe even Lightbinder. I mean, Cryomancer is also good, but still for some reason damage from Cryomancer is not as high compared to Paladin for some reason. I'm not really sure why, and that's what we're going to do. We're gonna pick Paladin. You can pick any other classes. You can still do the story mode and campaign with any of these classes, but if you want to make it a little bit easier, I would preferably go with the Paladin. We're gonna go through the small tutorial, and that stupid tutorial gonna actually tell you how to use your abilities. So just go through this tutorial. When you're done, I'm gonna meet you there. All right, so when you went through that tutorial, talk to Flavius again. What he's gonna give you is 3 different weapons plus artifact. And what we're going to do is just simply equip all 3 weapons on every class. When you equip them, it takes those weapons out of your bag. So you're gonna have the free spot instead of just having 2 extra spots filled up with the weapons. And of course, we're gonna equip the artifact as well. It's not a really great artifact right now, but it works in the beginning. When you talk to them, equip the weapon. It says test exiting training hall, path of the immortal, equip the items and leave the training hall, and that's what we're going to do right now. We already equipped the weapons, now we have to leave the training hall. And now we have path of the immortal, talk to Herida at the Divine Observatory, and we're gonna use the transport terminal right over here. Use, click the Divine Observatory, push space to skip it, and we load it. All right, so we are in Divine Observatory. There is the Herida Goddess Advisor, and you can see the yellow book on top of her as well. So what we're going to do, we're gonna talk to her. When you're done talking to her, you're gonna, if you move around, you have the space accept the package, which is the first 7 days reward, receive it. Now you have campaign map. To open the campaign map, press K or use the global modal to actually access the provinces. We have the quest, says alarming news, go to Denkit Island. You can also use the globe if you wanted to, but it's not really necessary if you're gonna use the shortcuts. And in this case, we're gonna use letter K on our keyboard. We're going to press it and it's going to open us provinces. That's going to be the only tab at the moment. So now you have Satria, Pantheon Plateau, Linus, Artemenian Mountains, Glaciaria, Tisiphone, Belonia, Philomenas, Tacit Dunes. The story mode only goes up to the Philomenes. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 provinces in total. Each province has a certain amount of missions. It has some certain class temples. We can see the Paladin, Cryomancer, and Lightbinder on the first Satria province. We have on this one as well as the Red Coast and Antirius Escapes. Those are regions. For now they are locked because we have to go through these missions located on this yellow road, what we call it, or golden road, but I think the yellow road will be the easiest way to say it. Also, each province would have a certain province reward. It tells you which missions you have to complete, which again, missions are located on the yellow road. Now it tells you the reward that you get: rare brooch, Sparka transformation, that's the item that requires unlock new classes, premium subscription 3 days, and we have Paladin costume, Cryomancer costume, and Lightbinder costume. Not a big one, but every new province you're gonna go through, it's going to be completely different rewards, and some of them are really good. Some of them are actually going to help you progress through the storyline as well. So your main goal is going to be to do the missions on your yellow road. Each province has 1 bastions located at the end of the yellow road. Each province would have a different bastions with different symbols. Every symbols do different things. But again, when we get to that point, I will definitely gonna talk about it. Right now, focus on the missions located on the yellow road. So while you run in the missions on the yellow road, when you are inside of the mission, I will give you 2 different ways you can hard target the enemy. There is one way, is just aim like that and push the tab button. And if you keep tabbing, it will switch different targets. Or there is another way you can use it. It's just again aim at the enemy and push F button and it will hard target the enemy. One more thing. Every time you complete the new mission for the first time, it's either mission on a yellow road, or it's a group mission later in the game, or maybe a trial mission later in the game. For the first clear for the squad missions, which are those missions that located on a yellow road, gives you 500 Spark of Transformation for the first clear. Alright, so we did Denkit Island mission. Now we are back at the Divine Observatory. Now it says alarming news, visit Herida at the Divine Observatory and tell her what happened. So now we have class development. Open the campaign screen by pressing K, then select the temple of any class. And it says another quest, Path of the Paladin. Eliminate enemies playing as a paladin to unlock new abilities. So that particular quest is for your class abilities. We're gonna click K to open our provinces. And we have Paladin, Cryomancer, Lightbinder. You can open any temple you want. Since we are Paladin, we're just gonna unlock that. It shows you what abilities class has and basically in which order they are unlocking. You need to have 100% progress on the Path of the Paladin quest in order to unlock any new ability. So when you did that, class development gives you reward your new or first companion. Press F the button to receive your reward. Press B to open your bag. Double click on it to activate it. So also after your first mission, when you kill the very first boss as well, you will get a piece of equipment. It could be probably anything. I'm not really sure if it gives you exactly the same item all the time, which is unusual sapphire of strength, and it's one of the gems of power. Go to your equipment tab since you don't have anything else right now. Gems of power, you have arrow down. Click on this square and you can equip the unusual sapphire of strength. Keep in mind, you can see the key stats on that piece of gear. Critical damage bonus, main damage bonus. Equip it and those 2 stats will be your main priority for all of the gems of power you will receive. Jewelry, on the other hand, will give you completely different stats, and at that point, it's not gonna really matter what stats the jewelry would have. The reason why you need those, the more main damage bonus you have, the stronger your attacks will become against enemies. So now, when you activated that companion from your bag, it says Robotic Companion. Press I and learn new abilities in the Companion Abilities tab. So click I on your keyboard, it will open your abilities menu, and we have the tab that says Companion Abilities. We're gonna click on it. It's just gonna tell you a little bit of here and basically shows you what abilities companion has. Keep in mind that those abilities are required certain resource to unlock them, and that's definitely going to be way far in the game. For now, don't really worry about this too much. Just go through the tutorial and you focus on your storyline on a yellow road. When you're done looking at the companion's abilities, we have next quest, diversion. Carry out an inspection of Factory 501. Press K to open the province, and that's the next mission in the Yellow Road. Alright, so after completing Factory 501, the next thing is gonna tell you to open your Tower of Knowledge. Open the capital tab by pressing Shift plus K to access the capital. Alright, Tower of Knowledge. Open the Tower of Knowledge, and what you need to do is just do the research once to do the tutorial, and you can actually do it one more time in order to get your first rank for the Tower of Knowledge. Click it again, 100%, upgrade rank. One rank gives us 15 might. Might is your main source of power of your character. Of course, the gear, equipment, weapons, artifacts play a big role as well as the key stats and the secondary stats. But the might is basically your resources for health and damage. Alright, so when you're done with the Tower of Knowledge, Sinister Island next quest, find out what's happening on Aki Island. Press K to open the province, and that's your next mission. So when you're done with the Oki Island mission, next quest will be Cathedral. Find the Cathedral in the capital tab of the companion menu. Shift K to open the capital. Here we go, the Cathedral. Open up. This is your daily reward. So what you need to do every time after the reset, every day, you have to open your Cathedral once in order to get the daily reward. Followers, a little bit of credits, and 1 or 2 stimulants. Stimulants to maybe skip some quests like Bastion quest if you don't really want to do them, but I wouldn't recommend to do that for now. Just keep collecting those every day. And what you need to do for the quest or the little tutorial for the Cathedral, just click it once, the ritual button. When you click it once, it will give you random reward, whatever it's ancient chest or maybe something else, and of course random amount of followers. But don't really worry too much about your Cathedral, and I don't recommend to spend credits on your Cathedral. The reason why is because it takes 3000 credits and it only gives you very little followers. Keep in mind also that 10 followers equals 1 might. It's not worth your 3000 credits. So when you're done with the Cathedral, next quest is going to be Ally. Talk to Herida at Divine Observatory. But before you're going to do that, first thing you're gonna have to do as well is push button O, and it will open up the Pantheon menu. Since you are not a junior god yet, the only available options for you will be is the Academy or the new Pantheon. I'm not gonna recommend to create a Pantheon. You definitely don't want to do that. It's better to join the Academy. The reason why you have to join the Academy, first of all, you can interact with people in that Pantheon. Second, you can actually ask questions if you're confused about something. People hopefully will answer and help you out, or you can also ask even for help in certain situations. Of course, all of the missions on the Yellow Road, you have to do it solo. The only way you can play those missions with somebody if the person are not a junior god yet as well, and even if that person further in provinces than you are, they still can help you out with your missions. Of course, if you have a friend that's starting out at the same time, you can play with your friend basically from the first mission, which is the Denket Island, and just move forward all together. But again, when you complete the Oki Island mission, join the Pantheon Academy. And you can see the list, and the reason why it's only this list is because you can see how many people in their academies. So if the academy is full, it's not going to be in this list. And we're just going to join one of these Pantheon. Let's just go and join Affinity, which is my Pantheon where my main character is. Just click the Join Academy button. Whatever, you can be expelled from Academy for not following the rules. And of course, it doesn't tell you a bunch of rules here. I don't know why, but whatever. Just click join. When your rank goes up while you're progressing through your storyline, specific rank brackets will give you certain rewards. It's not big, but it's better than nothing. So that's why you need to join the academy. And like I said earlier, you can interact with people, you can ask for help, you can ask questions to get answers. And of course, maybe meet new people, make new friends. When you're done with all of that, Cathedral, Academy, or Pantheon, talk to Herida in Divine Observatory. And now we have the next mission. It says enlist Marcus's help on Alakar Island. So now, after the Oki Island mission as well, you can see we have 2 more tabs available for us. We have the Alien, which is basically the world map. In the future, it's going to be a little bit different. And we have the quest tab as well. So in this quest tab, we have classes, which is your Path of the Cryomancer, Path of the Paladin, Path of the Lightbinder quest, unlocking the abilities for those classes. We have the storyline. It tells you where to go, and you can actually go from there as well. If you click the quest tab, you click adventure, it puts you in exact adventure where you need to go. And we have the other tab, and it says for now, it says liberate the Satria province. So just go ahead and complete Alakar Island, which is the last mission on a yellow road. And then after that, the first bastions will be unlocked. You will go through a little tutorial as well. So now when you're done with the Alakar Island, we have liberate region. Open the bastion on the campaign map. I'm gonna press K again, province. We got the first bastion unlocked, and what you need to do is just click on it and receive quests. When you click on that, you can go to your quest window, go to your tutorials, and it says complete quest in the bastion of the first province. You need to do 2 quests in order to complete the first symbol. All right, we got the reward 5 healing things, which we don't really need it for now. We can actually sell that if we wanted to. Press F. And the next mission is investigation. Find the witness of the gravedigger's action at the facility 902. But we completed the first province, Satria. The next province will be Pantheon Plateau, and this is where the storyline leads us. But what I would recommend when you're done with your first province, go and clear Red Coast and Antirius Caves regions. Because when you clear the region for the first time, it will give you specific amount of knowledge of enemies for the first clear. Again, it only one-time thing. So you have to clear it once in order to get 2500 knowledge of enemies from Red Coast and then 2000 from Antirius Caves. Keep in mind these first 2 regions are very small. It shouldn't take you too long to complete all of the quest there. Alright, so I just enter the Red Coast region because that's what I'm going to do to clear this region. In order to see how many quests you need to do in this region, simply press button M to open your map, and you can see on the top right side we see components 5 quests, trouble 6 quests, helping an expedition 5 quests. And the Red Coast, it's the total progress of the region, so you need to complete all the 16 quests in order to complete the entire region, and that's when you get your first clear reward in order of knowledge of enemies. Now since I just entered this region, and this is how Skyforge works, when you sometimes changing locations, we see now the reward from liberation of Satria activated for us. And as well, of course, the uplink terminals, because we are right here. That was the first uplink terminal when we activated in the region. Uplink terminals, it's basically you're teleporting things when it's available or unlocked for you. You can teleport between them, but it's gonna cost you some credits. In order to unlock the uplink in the region, simply get to that location and just kind of walk around on top of that and it will activate it. Activate the liberation of Satria reward and of course the uplink terminals reward as well. Gonna press B to open our bag. So we got already costume for unlocking some of the abilities. It actually gives you also paladin costume. I'm just gonna double click it. Also we got the little mount or temporary mount, I would say. Activate that as well. It will allow you to actually use that mount in the regions while you're running around and doing quests. And usually mount are pretty faster compared to your character speed. And it's kind of also, I guess, the part of the tutorial. So you can summon it, unsummon it, just press J to activate it. So now we're going to open the bag again. Reward for Satria, of course, a rare brooch, 500 sparkle transformation. Simply just double click it. You'll receive your reward. What I would recommend from this reward, just activate your costumes and save your premium subscription for now. Just put it aside for now. Don't use it because right now you don't need it. And just go through your equipment, see if you don't need anything, because this is by the completing the first province without regions. That's how my gear looks like. I have the amulet of strength. I have the brooch. We can actually maybe equip the blue one, damage to elite and general defense key stats, which definitely are, well, actually the same. The only difference is the amount of percentage it gives. We have 5 and 4 and then 5 and 6. So we're gonna equip our blue brooch because it's a little bit better on a key stats. Not much, but it's definitely better. And looks like everything else, we have 3 gems of power with critical damage bonus and main damage bonus. So keep those. The only way you can change them, or when you can change them, if the value of what you're wearing and you have it in a bag are different. So if something in your bag is better in order of the key stats, for example, we're gonna take Emerald of Strength. We have critical damage bonus 8%, main damage bonus 10%. the max value for these two stats, you can have up to 12%. So if you have the item in your bag that gives you 12% for both or higher that you would have, equip it. If you don't have anything better, just leave it what you already wearing. Also, when you're gonna unlock your first bastions, the bastion building will appear in your capital as well. And that's actually make it a little bit easier because you can click on that bastions and you have all the 8 provinces right here where you can actually click between them and receive quests when they are going to be available for you. A little bit of a shortcut for the bastion, so you don't have to go actually through every province and click every page and click the bastions and all of that. So you can everything do in your capital in the bastion building. But that would be all, guys, for this video. Hopefully it will help you out. Hopefully I did my best to explain what you need to do and how you need to do it. And if you still have any questions, please leave them in the comment section down below and let me know. I will try to respond as soon as I can. And guys, as always, if you like this video, please smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and activate notification that you're not gonna miss new video I post. Follow me on Twitter, join my Discord server. All the links you can find in the description. And until the next time, take care.